My dear, if you think life is unfair, let me tell you, life has never been fair to the ones who are destined for greatness. A great woman is not born in comfort. She is forged in fire. She is not the one who simply smiles through the pain. She is the one who walks through it, owning every scar like a medal of honor. When the world told her, "You are not enough," she did not shrink. She did not beg for acceptance. Instead, she became more powerful, more fearless, more unstoppable. Rejection? Oh, she has collected rejection like some collect jewelry. Each no only polished her into a stronger version of herself. When doors slammed in her face, she did not cry at the doorstep. She built her own damn house. And failure? Ha! Failure became her greatest teacher. While others saw failure as the end, she saw it as a new beginning, a chance to rise higher than before. She did not allow failure to break her, she allowed it to build her. She walked alone, not because she had to, but because she knew when she stands strong on her own, no storm can shake her. A great woman is not great because she was lucky. She is great because she refused to let pain define her. She refused to let rejection break her. She refused to let failure stop her. And now, my dear, if life is throwing pain at you, if rejection is haunting you, if failure is laughing at you, congratulations, you are on the path to greatness. Pain is not your enemy, it is your greatest sculptor, shaping you into the woman you are meant to be. But the problem is most people fear pain, they run from it. They curse it, they ask, why me? As if pain is some cruel punishment. But tell me, have you ever seen a diamond that was formed without pressure? Have you ever seen gold that was refined without fire? A great woman is no different. She is not born from comfort. She is created through storms, through struggles, through nights where she thought she would never rise again. Pain is not here to destroy you. It is here to awaken something inside of you that comfort never could. It is here to show you what you are truly made of. The world does not hand strength to people on a silver platter. No, strength is earned, carved into the soul of those who dare to endure. Look around you, the strongest women you know, the ones who inspire you, the ones who radiate power. Do you think they had it easy? Do you think they were gifted greatness without sacrifice? No. Somewhere in their past, they were broken, they were shattered, they faced pain so deep that it could have drowned them. But instead of letting it bury them, they rose. A weak woman complains about pain. A great woman uses it. She does not sit there and cry about why life is unfair. She takes that pain and turns it into her greatest fuel. She lets it sharpen her mind, toughen her soul, strengthen her will. She does not let pain make her bitter. She lets it make her better. Every time life hits you hard, you have two choices. Let it break you, or let the world will throw hardships at you. People will betray you, some will underestimate you, some will try to silence you, and some will try to break your spirit. But let them try, let them believe you are weak, let them think you will fall, and then show them what pain has made you into. Show them the fire that burns in your soul. Do you think warriors are born in peace? No. They are born on battlefields. They are fought in struggle. The same applies to you. If you want to be great, if you want to be unstoppable, then understand this. Pain is your ally, not your enemy. It is not here to ruin you. It is here to shape you into the strongest version of yourself. You think pain is unfair? No, pain is the greatest gift the universe has given you, because pain wakes you up. Pain forces you to grow. Pain forces you to become more than you ever thought you could be. Every time life knocks you down, pain is whispering, get up, get stronger, you are not done yet. Do not resist it, do not run from it. Face it, embrace it, let it mold you. Let it teach you, let it harden your spirit. Because the woman who has danced with pain, the woman who has walked through fire and survived, is a woman that no one can ever break. Rejection is not a stop sign. It is a redirection towards something better. But most people don't see it that way. The moment they hear no, they crumble. The moment a door is slammed in their face, they take it as a personal attack. They let rejection shrink them, wound them, make them question their worth. But let me tell you something powerful. Rejection is not a punishment, it is a test. A test to see how badly you want something, a test to see if you have the courage to stand tall even when the world pushes you down. A weak woman takes rejection as proof that she is not enough. A great woman takes rejection as proof that she is being prepared for something greater. She does not sit in self-pity. She does not beg for acceptance. She rises. She understands that every no is simply making room for a much bigger yes. Think about it. If every door in life opened easily for you, where would your strength come from? If everyone immediately recognized your value, where would your resilience be built? Rejection is not here to break you. It is here to redirect you towards something you never even imagined for yourself. But most people don't have the patience to see that. They get rejected once and they quit. They get ignored once and they shrink. But a woman who understands the power of rejection, oh, she is unstoppable. Do you know how many great women were rejected before they became legendary? How many were told they were not good enough, not smart enough, not worthy enough? But instead of listening to those voices, they listened to the fire inside them. They let rejection fuel them, not defeat them. Every closed door only made them knock harder. Every setback only made them work smarter. Rejection is a mirror. It does not reflect your worth, it reflects your mindset. A woman who sees rejection as failure will always stay small, but a woman who sees rejection as a challenge will rise higher than anyone ever expected. You think rejection is a dead end? No, rejection is a detour to something greater. It is life saying, not this way, my dear. There is something better for you. But only if you dare to believe it. Only if you refuse to let one no define your destiny. The greatest power a woman can have is to stand tall even when the world turns its back on her, to smile even when people doubt her, to keep moving forward even when the path is uncertain. Because rejection is not here to stop you, it is here to prepare you. It is here to see if you are strong enough to deserve the greatness waiting for you. Let them reject you, let them underestimate you, let them think you are not capable, and then prove them wrong, not with words, not with anger, but with unstoppable success. Because the woman who refuses to be defeated by rejection is the woman who will change the world. Failure is not your weakness, it is your training ground for success. But the problem is, most people see failure as an enemy. They fear it, they avoid it, they run from it as if it has the power to destroy them. But let me ask you, how do you think the strongest warriors are made? Do you think they win every battle? Do you think they walk into war and never get wounded? No, they fall, they bleed, they lose, and then they rise again, stronger than before. A weak woman sees failure and thinks, I am not good enough. A great woman sees failure and thinks, this is my lesson, my test, my training. She does not crumble when things go wrong. She does not drown in self-pity. She understands that every failure is sharpening her, strengthening her, preparing her for something greater. Think about a child learning to walk. Do they get up and walk perfectly the first time? No. They stumble, they fall, they hit the ground over and over. But they do not sit there and cry, saying, maybe walking is not for me. No, they get up again and again because their spirit knows one truth: falling is part of learning. Now tell me, why do adults forget this? Why do women, when they fail at something, suddenly believe they are not meant for it? Why do they give up so easily? Do you think the world is designed to hand you success without effort? No. The universe does not give greatness to those who demand it. It gives greatness to those who earn it. And you earn it through failure, through trial, through fire. Failure is not here to break you. It is here to teach you. It is here to strip away your weaknesses, to refine your strength, to push you beyond your limits. If you never failed, how would you ever grow? If you never lost, how would you ever learn to win? Every powerful woman you admire today, do you think she never failed? Do you think she got everything right the first time? No. She failed, she struggled, she hit rock bottom, but she did not stay there. A weak woman lets failure define her. A great woman lets failure refine her. She does not take it as a sign to stop, she takes it as a signal to push harder. If she falls 10 times, she stands up 11. If she is knocked down, she does not sit in self-pity. She rises with even more fire in her soul. The world will laugh at your failures. People will whisper she is not good enough. Let them talk. Let them doubt you. But in the silence of your struggle, in the loneliness of your pain, remind yourself, failure is not an ending, it is a beginning. It is a lesson wrapped in disguise, a stepping stone dressed as defeat. It is the universe testing you, asking, how bad do you want this? How strong are you? Will you give up now? Or will you rise and claim what is yours? You think failure is a curse? No, failure is your greatest gift. It is a mirror that shows you what needs to change. It is a fire that burns away your weaknesses. It is a storm that prepares you for the sunshine ahead. But only if you embrace it, only if you refuse to let it break you, only if you stand up one more time, every single time. So go ahead, fail. Fail gloriously, fail fearlessly, because the woman who is not afraid of failure is the woman the world cannot stop. You are not a victim of circumstances, you are a creator of destiny. But most people do not understand this. They look at their life, at their struggles, at everything that has gone wrong, and they say, why is this happening to me? They blame fate, they blame luck, they blame everyone and everything except the one person who holds the power to change it, themselves. A weak woman believes that life is something that happens to her. A great woman knows that life is something she creates. She does not sit around waiting for miracles, waiting for someone to save her, waiting for the universe to suddenly hand her everything she dreams of. No, she stands up, she takes control, she decides that no matter what has happened, no matter what pain she has endured, no matter how many times life has knocked her down, she is the one who will write the rest of her story. Circumstances are never an excuse for a weak mind, but they are always a challenge for a strong soul. They are women who were born into struggle, into poverty, into a world that tried to break them before they could even rise, and yet they rose. And they are women who were given everything, yet they remain lost, defeated, powerless. Why? Because destiny is not about where you start, it is about what you choose to do with what you have. The world is full of people who complain about their situation. If only I had a better childhood, if only I had more money, if only I had support. But let me tell you something, excuses will never build you. Blame will never empower you. There are two kinds of people in this world. Those who let life shape them and those who shape life itself. Which one will you be? A great woman does not sit in sorrow over the past. She does not waste time wishing things had been different. She takes what she has, even if it is nothing, and she builds. She understands that if she wants a better life, she must create it. If she wants to be powerful, she must cultivate that power within herself. No one is coming to hand it to her. No one is coming to save her. You think destiny is written in the stars? No, destiny is written in your decisions, in your actions. In the moments when you decide to rise despite the pain, in the moments when you refuse to let your circumstances define you, in the moments when you look in the mirror and say, I am not a victim, I am a force, and nothing will stop me. The most dangerous woman in the world is the one who realizes that she is the master of her fate, not her past, not her pain, not the people who doubted her, not the society that tried to limit her. A woman who steps into her power, who refuses to be controlled by circumstances, who takes life into her own hands, That is a woman the world cannot break. Strength is not given to you, it is built within you. But the problem is, most people believe strength is something you are born with. They look at powerful women, at fearless women, and they assume she has always been strong. No. That strength was not given to her. That strength was not a gift. It was built brick by brick through pain, through struggle, through moments where she had to choose, break or rise, and she chose to rise. A weak woman waits for strength to come to her. A great woman creates her own strength. She does not wait for life to be easy. She does not pray for things to get better. She gets stronger. She does not say, I cannot handle this. She says, I will handle whatever comes my way. Because she knows that every challenge, every setback, every hardship is not there to defeat her, but to make her unshakable. You think strength comes from comfort? No. Strength comes from fire. A woman who has never faced adversity, who has never been tested by life, who has never walked through the storms, she does not know her own power. But a woman who has been through hell, who has been betrayed, who has been doubted, who has been broken and still stood up, she is a woman who cannot be destroyed. Life will test you. It will push you to your limits. It will give you every reason to break. And in those moments, you will have a choice. Will you let life break you, or will you use it to make you stronger? Weakness is not in your body, weakness is in your mind. And the moment you decide that nothing can break you, you become unstoppable. People will look at you and wonder, how is she still standing after everything she has been through? Let them wonder, let them doubt, let them think you will fall, and then show them the strength that pain has built within you. Show them that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you will always rise stronger. Because a woman who has built her own strength is a woman that no one, no man, no hardship, no failure can ever defeat. Pain is not your enemy, pain is your greatest teacher. But most people don't see it that way. The moment they feel pain, they run. The moment life gets hard, they break. They beg for the pain to stop. They curse their struggles. They look up at the sky and ask, why me? But let me tell you something. Pain is not here to destroy you. Pain is here to transform you. A weak woman avoids pain. A great woman embraces it. She does not shrink when life gets hard. She does not complain when things don't go her way. She understands that pain is the fire that will forge her into something unstoppable. She knows that every hardship, every heartbreak, every tear she has shed is not making her weaker. It is making her indestructible. You think the strongest women in the world never suffered? No, they suffered more than you can imagine. But instead of letting pain consume them, they used it as fuel. Every betrayal made them wiser. Every loss made them more resilient. Every failure sharpened them like a sword. Pain did not break them, it built them. But most people don't want to hear this. They want comfort, they want an easy life, they want to reach greatness without ever struggling, and that is why they remain weak. Because strength is not given to you, it is earned through pain. Look at the trees that survive the strongest storms. Their roots do not grow weak because of the storm. Their roots grow deeper, stronger, unshakable. That is how pain works. It is not here to destroy you, it is here to deepen your strength. But only if you let it. Only if you stand tall in the middle of your suffering and say, this is making me stronger. There are two types of women in this world. The first type experiences pain and lets it break her. She carries her pain like a burden, like a weight that drags her down. She becomes bitter, resentful, defeated. She spends her life drowning in self-pity. But the second type, oh, she is different. She takes her pain and turns it into power. She does not ask, why me? She asks, what is this teaching me? She does not beg for an easy life. She builds the strength to handle a difficult one. Think of a diamond. Do you know how it is made? Under pressure. Extreme pressure. Without that pressure, it would remain just a piece of coal, ordinary, unnoticed. But because it endures, because it does not shatter under the weight of pressure, it becomes something rare, something unbreakable, something that shines. You are the same. Life will test you. Life will put you under pressure. But what will you do? Will you crumble like coal or will you rise like a diamond? You think pain is unfair? No. Pain is the most honest thing in this world. It shows you who you really are. It reveals your strength, your resilience, your true power. And the woman who learns to embrace pain, who learns to grow through it, who understands that pain is her teacher, that woman is unstoppable. That woman becomes a force the world cannot ignore. Rejection is not the end of your journey, it is the redirection to your true path. But the problem is most people do not understand this. The moment they face rejection, they shrink. The moment someone says, "You are not good enough," they believe it. The moment a door closes in their face, they assume it is over. And that is why they never grow, because they see rejection as a sign to stop instead of a challenge to rise. A weak woman lets rejection define her. A great woman lets rejection refine her. She does not cry over the doors that close. She does not beg for the people who walked away. She does not waste her time wondering, why didn't they choose me? No. She looks rejection in the eye and says, "Thank you for showing me that I deserve better." Do you think the most powerful women in this world never faced rejection? Do you think they were always chosen, always accepted, always welcomed? No. They were told no more times than they can count. They were laughed at, they were underestimated, they were rejected by the very people they once admired. But they did not break. They did not let rejection make them feel small. They used it as fuel. Every no they received, they turned into a reason to become even stronger. The truth is, rejection is not personal, it is not a measure of your worth, it is simply the universe guiding you to where you truly belong. But most people do not see it that way. They let rejection hurt them, they let it make them feel like they are not enough. They let it steal their confidence, their dreams, their fire. And that is the biggest mistake they make. Think of the greatest women in history. Think of the leaders, the visionaries, the warriors. Do you think they were always accepted? No. They were rejected first. They were doubted first. They were pushed aside, ignored, ridiculed. But they kept going. They did not let rejection close their hearts. They did not let it break their spirit. They understood that rejection is just a test to see how badly you want what you say you want. A great woman does not beg to be chosen. She does not chase after opportunities that do not see her worth. She walks away from anything that does not align with her greatness. She knows that the right doors will open when the time is right. She knows that rejection is simply making space for something greater. She does not see rejection as an insult. She sees it as a redirection to something bigger than she ever imagined. You think rejection is a punishment? No. Rejection is protection. It is the universe removing what is not meant for you. It is life clearing the path for something better. It is a blessing in disguise. But only if you have the wisdom to see it, only if you have the courage to keep moving forward, even when the world tells you no. So let them reject you, let them doubt you, let them walk away. Because a woman who does not fear rejection is a woman who cannot be stopped. A woman who knows her worth, who stands tall in the face of no, who keeps going no matter how many doors close, that is a woman who will change the world. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is the foundation of it. But most people do not understand this. The moment they fail, they stop. The moment something doesn't work out, they give up. They see failure as a sign that they are not capable, not worthy, not meant for greatness. But that is the biggest lie they tell themselves. Because failure is not the end, it is the beginning. It is the fire that forges the strongest souls, the storm that clears the path for the greatest victories. A weak woman sees failure as a curse. A great woman sees failure as a gift. She does not cry over her mistakes. She does not dwell on what went wrong. She does not waste her time feeling sorry for herself. No, she takes every failure, every setback, every defeat, and she turns it into wisdom. She understands that failure is not there to stop her. It is there to prepare her. Look at the most powerful women in history. Do you think they succeeded on the first try? Do you think they walked a straight path to victory? No. They failed, and they failed hard. They lost everything. They made mistakes. They were humiliated. They were broken. But they did not stop. They did not let failure define them. They let it shape them. They use it as fuel to rise higher, to grow stronger, to become unstoppable. The truth is, failure is a test. It is life asking you, how badly do you want this? It is the universe saying, show me your strength. And most people fail this test not because they are not capable, but because they do not believe in themselves enough to keep going. They let one failure make them feel like they are not good enough. They let one rejection, one mistake, one wrong turn convince them that they should quit. And that is why they never reach their full potential. A great woman does not fear failure. She welcomes it. She understands that every mistake she makes is teaching her something. Every loss is building her resilience. Every time she falls, she is learning how to rise stronger. She knows that failure is not a sign to stop. It is a sign that she is pushing her limits, that she is stepping into greatness, that she is growing in ways she never imagined. You think success is built on perfection? No. Success is built on failure, on falling and getting back up, on trying again and again, even when everything seems hopeless, on believing in yourself when no one else does. The difference between a woman who succeeds and a woman who fails is simple. One gives up and the other keeps going. One lets failure break her and the other lets failure build her. Think of a warrior. Do you think she becomes strong by avoiding battle? No. She becomes strong by fighting, by losing, by learning, by adapting. She sharpens her sword not by keeping it in its sheath, but by testing it in fire. You are the same. Every failure is sharpening you. Every defeat is making you wiser. Every setback is preparing you for the greatness that is meant for you, but only if you do not quit. Most people want success without failure. They want growth without struggle. They want victory without battle. But that is not how life works. You do not become great by walking an easy path. You become great by walking through fire, by embracing failure, by standing tall even when the world tries to bring you down. So fail again, fail harder. Because a woman who is not afraid to fail is a woman who is destined to rise. A woman who keeps going no matter how many times she falls, that is a woman who will conquer the world. Growth is not comfortable, it is not soft, it is not easy. Growth is painful. Growth is uncomfortable. Growth demands that you break who you were to become who you are meant to be. But most people do not want that. They want change without struggle. They want transformation without discomfort. They want to become powerful without enduring the fire that forges strength. And that is why they remain the same. Because they refuse to go through the pain that growth demands. A weak woman stays in her comfort zone. A great woman destroys it. She does not cling to what is easy. She does not settle for what is familiar. She does not fear discomfort. She embraces it. She knows that the life she wants, the power she seeks, the greatness she is destined for, none of it exists in the comfort zone. It exists beyond it. And the only way to reach it is to be willing to grow, to evolve, to let go of the old version of herself that is holding her back. Most people are trapped not by their circumstances, but by their own mindset. They are trapped in patterns, in excuses, in fears. They tell themselves, this is just who I am. They convince themselves, I cannot change. But a great woman does not think like this. She knows that who she was yesterday does not define who she can be tomorrow. She is willing to destroy every old belief every old habit, every old version of herself that no longer serves her. She is not afraid to reinvent herself over and over again because she knows that every version of her is just a stepping stone to something greater. Think of a snake. When it outgrows its skin, it does not hesitate to shed it. It does not resist the change. It does not cling to the old. It knows that growth requires transformation, and if it does not shed its old skin, it will die in its own limit. You are the same. If you refuse to grow, if you refuse to evolve, if you refuse to let go of the parts of you that no longer serve you, you will stay stuck. You will suffocate in your own limitations. You will never reach the greatness that is waiting for you. A great woman understands that every painful experience is a lesson. Every heartbreak is shaping her. Every failure is preparing her. Every challenge is strengthening her. She does not resist the pain of growth. She walks through it willingly, knowing that it is leading her to something greater. She does not ask, "Why is this happening to me?" She asks, "What is this teaching me?" She does not complain about how hard it is. She rises to meet the challenge. You think growth is supposed to feel good. No, growth is supposed to break you. It is supposed to shatter your old self. It is supposed to challenge everything you thought you knew. It is supposed to push you to your limits. Because only when you are pushed beyond your limits do you realize that you have no limits. Only when you are forced to break do you discover the strength to rebuild yourself into something even greater. Most people run from this. They fear change, they fear the unknown. They fear stepping into a version of themselves they do not recognize. And that is why they remain the same. They choose comfort over growth. They choose ease over power. They choose familiarity over transformation. And that is the choice that determines everything. Because the woman who is willing to go through the fire, the woman who is willing to destroy the old to build the new, that is the woman who will change the world. You do not become great by staying the same. You do not become powerful by clinging to who you were. You become powerful by breaking, by growing, by evolving. And a woman who understands this, a woman who is not afraid to step into the unknown, a woman who welcomes the pain of transformation, she is a force that nothing can stop. A woman who refuses to give up is a woman the world cannot break. You see, the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not luck. It is not talent. It is not intelligence. It is persistence. It is the ability to stand tall when everything around you is falling apart. It is the fire that refuses to die, even when the winds of failure, rejection, and pain try to extinguish it. And that fire, that unshakable, untamed, unstoppable spirit, is what separates a great woman from the rest. Most people quit too soon. They try once, they fail, and they give up. They meet resistance and they back down. They hear no one too many times and they start believing that success is not meant for them. But a great woman does not surrender. She does not let life dictate her destiny. She takes control of it. She does not ask for permission to be great. She claims it. No matter how many times she falls, she rises. No matter how many times she is pushed back, she fights forward. No matter how many times she is told she cannot, she proves that she can. Think of the strongest women you know. The ones who built empires, the ones who defied the odds, the ones who changed the course of history. Do you think they had it easy? Do you think the road was clear for them? No. They were knocked down, they were doubted, they were betrayed, abandoned, ridiculed. But what made them different? They refused to stay down. They refused to let the world silence them. They refused to let failure be their final chapter. You see, pain is temporary, failure is temporary, rejection is temporary, but quitting is permanent. And that is why a great woman never quits. She may bend, but she will never break. She may stumble, but she will never stop moving. She may cry, but she will never surrender, because she understands that everything she is going through, the struggles, the setbacks, the storms. It is all shaping her, it is all strengthening her, it is all preparing her for the greatness that is meant for her. You think persistence is easy? No. Persistence is hard. It means showing up even when you feel broken. It means fighting even when you are exhausted. It means believing even when there is no evidence that things will work out. It means walking in the dark with no guarantee of light, simply because you refuse to let the darkness win. That is the spirit of a great woman. She does not need proof that success is coming. She creates it. She does not need a map. She carves her own path. Most people will tell you to give up. They will tell you that your dreams are too big. They will tell you that you are wasting your time. They will laugh at you, doubt you, dismiss you. Let them, because every great woman was once underestimated. Every unstoppable force was once a joke in the eyes of small-minded people. But the ones who refuse to listen, the ones who refuse to back down, they are the ones the world now admires. They are the ones who built legacies. They are the ones who turned their pain into power, their rejection into redirection, their failures into stepping stones. A great woman does not wait for things to get easier, she becomes stronger. She does not hope for luck, she creates her own. She does not pray for shortcuts, she walks the long road with unwavering determination. Because she knows that nothing worth having comes easy. She knows that the most beautiful diamonds are made under pressure. She knows that the tallest trees only grow strong because they have fought through the harshest storms. The world respects a woman who refuses to give up. Because she is rare. She is a force that cannot be contained. She is a storm that cannot be stopped. And the moment she decides that nothing, not pain, not failure, not rejection, not fear, will make her quit, she becomes the kind of woman who changes everything. The world does not belong to those who wait for opportunities. It belongs to those who create them. It belongs to the women who refuse to be defined by their failures, who refuse to be broken by their pain, who refuse to be silenced by their fears. It belongs to the ones who rise no matter how many times they fall, to the ones who keep walking even when the road is covered in thorns, to the ones who turn their wounds into wisdom and their scars into stories of strength. Do you know why some people never taste greatness? It is not because they are not capable. It is not because they do not have potential. It is because they stop before they reach the finish line. They give up when success is just around the corner. They let doubt whisper lies into their ears. They let rejection convince them they are not enough. But a great woman, she walks forward even when her legs are shaking. She keeps moving even when her heart is heavy. She keeps believing even when the whole world tells her to quit. Remember this. No one will hand you your destiny. No one will come and tell you, here, take this life of greatness. You must fight for it. You must claim it. You must build it with your own hands. And yes, it will be hard. Yes, it will be painful. Yes, it will take everything you have. But the question is, are you willing to pay the price? Because nothing worth having comes without struggle. Nothing worth keeping comes without sacrifice. Nothing powerful is built in comfort. The fire inside you must burn brighter than the fire around you. The storms will come. The pain will test you. The failures will challenge you. But if you stand firm, if you refuse to back down, if you declare that nothing will break you, then you become unstoppable. Then you become a force the world has no choice but to respect. Because the world bows to those who refuse to kneel before their hardships. You think life is unfair? Life is not unfair. Life is simply asking, how much do you want this? Life is testing you not to break you, but to see if you are worthy. And the ones who pass this test, the ones who endure, the ones who keep fighting even when everything seems impossible, those are the ones who rise. Those are the ones who stand on the mountain top while others are still complaining about the climb. You were not born to live an average life. You were not created to stay small. You were not meant to blend in with the crowd. You were born to stand tall, to carve your own path, to show the world that you cannot be defeated. So stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the right moment. Stop waiting for someone to come and save you. Stand up, take control, make your life what you want it to be. You have survived everything that was meant to destroy you. You have walked through fires that should have burned you to ashes. You have endured storms that should have drowned you, and yet here you are, stronger, wiser, unstoppable. So tell me, after everything you have been through, after everything you have overcome, do you really think you were meant for a small life? Do you really think you were meant to stay silent? Do you really think you were meant to give up now? No, you were meant for more. You were meant to rise. You were meant to fight. You were meant to become something so powerful that the world will never forget your name. So go, step into your greatness. Make them remember you, because you are not just a woman. You are a force, and the world has no choice but to watch you shine.